and welcome to my class. Okay, yesterday what we have seen in the last session, we have seen about the DNA replication. So in that we have seen the step-by-step DNA replication. Hope you all understood that. And then I gave a homework yesterday. What is that homework? Do you remember? Yeah, it's nothing but the Okazaki fragments. Why it is called Okazaki fragments? Where we studied this Okazaki fragments? We studied this in the lagging strand during the new daughter DNA strands are formed. Yeah. So these Okazaki fragments are short segments, isn't it? How they are formed, that is why this name came for these fragments. It was mainly by the Reiji and Sunako Okazaki. So during their study in the DNA replication in E. coli in the year 1968, they studied this. That's why the short segments in the lagging strands are called the Okazaki fragments. So they are the founder of the short segments in the lagging strand during the DNA replication. Understood? So now, today we are going to study about the significance of DNA. So yesterday we have studied about the replication process. This replication process will come to end at a specific point called terminals. So that is the termination process. So this one I didn't explain yesterday. So the replication will come to an end in the termination, in the terminals. Okay, when there is the no need for further replication process, the DNA will stop producing its own copy. So that process, that what to say step is known as the termination. Is that clear? And then today we are going to study about the significance of DNA. What is significance? What is the importance of DNA? So we already know this. And one more time we will recollect the significance of DNA. So what is the main significance of DNA? We all know it's a transmission of hereditary information. And then not only that, from DNA only all the other proteins are produced. So from DNA RNA will be produced, and then from RNA the proteins will be formed. So for all the metabolism which takes place in the living cells, DNA is the base. DNA will be formed first, and then it will produces the RNA molecule, and then it produces the proteins. Is that clear? So DNA will have the information for the formation of proteins in the living cells. Okay, and then not only that, DNA will control all the processes in the living organism, mainly the developmental processes as well as the life processes, life activities. Yes, so that's why we will say that in the human cells, no, the nucleus is the brain of the cell. We have studied in our class, lower classes itself, isn't it? So this brain of the cell only have the master called the DNA, and this DNA only is playing a major role in the living organism. Each and every cell has the DNA, and this DNA only is going to determine the living organism's life. Understood? So that's why it's very, very significant in living organisms. Is that clear? So one more time. So DNA, which is very essential for the transmission of hereditary information. See, from DNA only the genetic information is carried to RNA, and then it is carried for the synthesis of proteins, and this protein will come out of the cell for various metabolic reactions which takes place in the living organisms. Understood? And then DNA is a main master which control all the developmental processes as well as the life activities in the living organisms. Is that clear? And then today we are going to start a new topic, that is the gender determination or the sex determination in the living organisms, mainly in the human beings we are going to study. So, if we take the sex determination, that is, by birth we say that a boy is born. By birth we say a girl is born. Yes, no, in our families. How this is determined, which plays a major role in this determination, whether the child is a boy, whether the child is a girl, that we are going to see in this session. So main thing which is responsible for the sex determination is the chromosomes. Yes, so this chromosomes only determine whether the newborn baby is a boy or a girl. Yeah, so the zygote is the fusion of male and female gametes which is formed, after fertilization process. So you know what is fertilization? It is nothing but the male and female gametes will fuse and they will produce a new cell. It's known as a zygote, is a new cell, and from this you will form the new individual of the living organism. So it may be the female or it may be the male, either this or that. Okay, that's the what is the sex determination is mainly determined by the chromosomes. So now, if we take the human being, the sex determination is mainly by the chromosomes, as we saw now. So, how many number of chromosomes are there in the humans? There are 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs means what? 46 chromosomes will be there. Okay, and this 46 chromosome will split during the cell division. Okay, when one cell divide into two or more cells, no, it will multiply. Cells will multiply. As we grow, the cells will multiply. So when they divide, okay, so this chromosomes they will split. This 23 pair will split into, that is 23 means 46. So this 46 chromosomes will split into 22 pairs, that is 44 chromosomes and 44 chromosomes. This, then it will have one pair of chromosome, that is the sex chromosome, isn't it? So now listen, in this 23 pairs of chromosome, the 22 pairs are known as the autosomes. What are they? They are the autosomes. Autosomes means they are meant for growth. They are meant for growth. Whereas this one pair, no, this two chromosomes, it is the sex or the gender chromosome. We can say that. Okay, so this chromosome only is going to determine whether the newborn is a boy or a girl. So let me explain in detail about this sex determination. Okay, so before that, are you clear with that? So how many number of chromosomes in humans? There is a 46 chromosomes. If we say in pairs, it is 23 pairs, and this in this 23 pairs you will have 22 pairs or the autosomes are the growth chromosomes, and then one pair, it is known as the 23rd pair. Okay, that is the two number of chromosomes, they are the sex or the gender chromosome. Is that clear? Yeah. So now we will move to the next one. Now, I told you during fertilization, what will happen? There will be a fusion of male and female gametes, and they will produce a zygote, which is the newborn that is going to form into a fetus. That fetus will be either male or female, isn't it? So now, if we take the female gametes, gametes are nothing but the germ cells. Gametes are nothing but the germ cells. Okay, so we have in the human beings, we have two types of cells. One is the growth cells, another one is the germ cells. So this, out of this what is the total number of cells, in the sum part, that is one pair I said, that will be the germ cells, and these germ cells are called the gametes. So these gametes in female, how they are? In female, they will be in the form of eggs or ovum. They will be in the form of eggs or ovum. Is that clear? So now, if you take a boy or if you take a female, that is girl. Female means girl or a woman. Okay, we can say that. They have 22 pair of growth chromosome and one pair of sex chromosome. So they have both X and X. So this both X and X is known as the homogametic. What is that? Homogametic. Both are same. Understood? If it is a different means, we will use the term hetero. Yes, so in females there will be eggs or ovum will be there. That is the female gametes, the germ cells will be eggs or ovum, and then they have 22 pair of growth and one pair of sex chromosomes. Is that clear? And then if you take the males, okay, that is a boy or a man, you can say that. So they will have the sperms. So here the germ cells will be in the sperms. There will be a head part and there is a body part and the tail part will be there. This is the sperm. So this sperm, no, how it will be? It will be in the two forms, two types. What are they? So one is the 22 pair of growth chromosome plus X. This is one type. And then another one, 22 pair plus Y chromosome. So that is that one pair in the female will be like this. That is 44 plus XY. Clear? So I have splitted and gave you X and the Y. So it is a heterogametic. What is that? It is the heterogametic. Hetero means what? It's a different. It has two different types of chromosomes, that is X and the Y. Whereas the female have same type of chromosome, that is the homogametic. Is that clear? So first you should understand whether it is the homogametic or the heterogametic. Homogametic means is the female, heterogametic is the male. Fine? Are you all clear? Okay. Any doubts means you can please comment. Next, coming to the main picture of the topic, that is the sex determination in humans. Is that clear? So now listen, the sex determination in humans. I told you there will be the fusion of male and female gametes. Okay, so how this fusion will take place? Now listen. So the mother will be having 44 growth chromosomes and then one sex chromosome. Is that clear? And then the father, he will also have the 44 chromosomes, that is growth chromosomes, and then one pair of sex chromosomes, that is XY. So he is heterogametic. Father is heterogametic. Just now we saw about the male. Okay, male. Okay, father is a male, mother is a female. Okay, understood? So 44 plus XX, female mother, 44 plus XY for the male. Understood? So now this 44 and 1, this one pair is going to split during the cell division. Okay, what will be the females have? Females will have the ovum or the egg. Yes, and then the males will have the sperm. Is this the sperm? Okay, so now this 44 no divided by 2, 22, 22. Am I right? And here also 22, 22. Okay, and this XX no, it will split into two half, that is 1 plus 1. So 1 will go to 122, another x will go to another 22. So you have to split into half. Is that clear? And similarly here also 44 plus xy, so you will have 22 plus y and then 22 plus x. Okay, now you all know that xy means male or a boy, father, okay, XY. Now there will be the combination of these sex chromosomes along with the growth chromosomes. Now come, let's see. So what will happen now? So this 22 plus X, when it combines with 22 plus Y, okay, it will be a boy, that is male. Okay, so this 22 and this 22 plus this X and this Y, so you will get 22 plus 22 plus XY, male. Understood? So you count, add 22 plus 22, 44 chromosome, growth chromosome plus 1 XY chromosome, which is the heterogametic, that is the male chromosome. Is that clear? And the next, coming to the another 22 plus X, another 22 plus X is there, no? They will combine and they will form 22 plus 22 plus X and the X. So you will get the XX sperm, that is X sperm and X egg ovum mix, and they will form a female. So this is the 44 plus XX, you will get a female, that is a girl. Understood? So it is homogametic. It is homogametic, whereas this is heterogametic. Is that clear? Now coming here, so this is the probability. Okay, as I, in one of my videos I explained about the combination of the what to say that chromosomes, that is Mendel's law of inheritance. We studied, no, like that we will have a genotypic picture here. Okay, so now listen, you take the sperm in the y-axis and the eggs in the x-axis. Okay, so now listen, this X of the sperm, that is male, when it mixes with the X of the female, you will get XX, female. Again, this X of the male and another X of the male, when it mixes, you will get XX. And next, this X, that is Y, and when it mixes with X, you will get XY boy. And similarly, this Y with X, you will get XY boy. So this is the probability. Okay, we are not sure that only this will be formed, only this will combine. We are not sure. It's the natural phenomenon. It's the natural phenomenon. No one can predict the sex. So that's why the sex determination is the what is the, it's a prohibition act. So before the birth, the doctors won't say the sex determination. Okay, so because all are equal, both male and female are equal, so that's why we should not determine the sex before birth. Okay, so that's another part, you should know that, you are all aware of it, I think so. So this is the sex determination in humans. So coming again, first step, what will happen? Father and mother. Okay, so father and mother will be having 44 growth chromosomes, and one pair alone will determine the sex. So they will split, this 44 and this 44 will split into two, so 22, and their sex chromosome also will split, X and X. Similarly, um, this 44 of the father also will split, 22 plus Y and 22 plus X. So this is the sperms, these are the ovum or the eggs. Clear? So now what will happen? There is a combination of this X with the Y, means you will get the male plus the 44 chromosomes, and this combination of the X and X, you will get the female, you will get 44 plus XX chromosome. Is that clear? So this is the sex determination in humans. If you have any doubts, you can please comment me. I am taking the live session between this 10 to 12, sometimes 11 to 12 I am taking. Okay, so if you are preparing for the class 10 exam, the upcoming exam, please you can also join with me during the live session. Yes, and not only that, all the biology students, biochemical students, and the microbiology students, those who are life science students, you can also join with me when you come into my live stream. Yeah, you can also share my videos among your friends, among your well wishers, relatives, okay, those who are studying this life sciences. Okay, so now coming back again, one more time, shall we have a revisit to the topic which I taken today. So today what we have seen about the significance of DNA. Yeah, so what are the significance of DNA? I told you that DNA is a very important for the hereditary information transmission, and not only that, DNA is the one which carry the information for the formation of proteins. So in between the DNA and protein there is an RNA formation. What is RNA? Is ribonucleic acid. Yes, and then significance of DNA, the final one is DNA is the major one which controls all the developmental processes in the living organism, and then all the life activities in the living organism. Understood? And then what we have studied today, we have studied about the sex determination. Sex determination is nothing but what is the male or female form is mainly determined by chromosomes. Yeah, in humans, how many number of chromosomes we have? We have 23 pairs of chromosomes, and in that you have 46 chromosomes will be there. In that 46, you have 22 pairs. That is 44 chromosome autochromosomes, and one pair, that is the 23rd pair, is the sex or the gender chromosome. Yeah, so next we have studied about the what is the female gametes. Female gametes are known as the eggs or the ovum, and how do they have their chromosomes? They will have 22 pair chromosome, that is growth chromosomes, and then XX is the 23rd pair is the XX gender chromosome or the sex chromosome. So since they have both are same, it is a homogametic. Understood? And then similarly, male male gametes are the sperms, and then they also have 44 plus XY. Since they have different chromosomes, sex chromosome, they are the heterogametic. So that is 22 pair plus X and another 22 pair plus Y. Understood? So now during the sex determination, cell division, what happens? This happens here. So 44 plus XX is the mother or the female. 44 plus XY is the father or the male. Understood? And then they'll divide, and they will one pair combines with a Y, it will get a male. Then another X, if it is combined with the X, then you will get the female. So that's what you will get 44XY and 44XX. Is that clear? And this is the genotypic flow chart which I have given. Understood? So the sperm and the eggs, when how they that is a probability. When X and X, you will get female, and an X and X chromosome mix, you will get another female. If both are X mixed with Y, you will get male and male. Understood? So this is about the sex determination in living organisms, and particularly in human beings we have seen now. Okay, so wish you all the best for your exam. So we will see in our next live session tomorrow, yeah, with a topic called mutation. Okay, and before that, tomorrow I'll conduct a small small test. You can also attend that before our session. So be prepared for the session. Yeah, I will post the questions in the community. Yeah, we will see you in the next class. Okay, bye bye, take care.